Okay, yeah, thoughts on the reveal. So obviously I'm super happy that the reveal came. I didn't expect it to be at the end of the show. I'm glad it was. I think it's a game that deserves to be at the end of the show. Um, I Going into it, I just wanted more than a trailer and a name reveal. I wanted more than that, which we definitely got. Because I was worried that after all this time, we finally get the announcement, and then it's just like 45 seconds, stuff happening, or Sephiroth, what? Sword comes across the screen, Vincent, like quick flash screenshot, story stuff, and then boom, title screen, right? I thought we were just gonna get that and then call it a day. That's not what happened. So I'm very, very satisfied about that. I do think they showed a bit too much, and my fear is that like they did a similar thing with Final Fantasy 16. Whenever they showed that game, they showed a lot, as if to say that they were not confident about the game, so they kind of needed to oversell it. And I get a little bit of a feeling that like they're not very confident, and apparently they wasn't that confident with Rebirth. Like going into it, they were afraid that it wasn't going to hit. So I'm a bit concerned that them showing so much at Summer Games Fest kind of sets the tone that they're not that. They don't. I mean, obviously they have to believe in the game and they're happy with it, maybe. But I don't know. It just kind of screamed like we're not sure. It's kind of like, and one of the trailers, they're proper telling you like, oh yeah, Cloud and his friends, they need to work together to blah blah blah. It's like, well, yeah, obviously you don't need to tell us that. Like you can just show a great trailer, a great content, and we should be able to see that in the soul of the game that you're showing. You don't need to explain, right? It's the classic show don't tell. So I kind of don't like that they broke the show don't tell rule, because it just gives the feeling that they're not really sure of themselves. And I do think a little bit that like, obviously we have to see how the job system, like the FIT system, which is a great name by the way, like FITS, like it's an acronym. It stands for something, but they made the acronym FITS, which is cool. I'm a bit worried that like with the FIT system and then like the team up systems that we did, not the team up specials, the other one, the synergy skills. You got the synergy skills, you got the synergy abilities, and now you got the fits. Like I'm a bit, obviously we don't know to what extent the fits are, like how much they affect the gameplay. It could just be stat changes, or it could be full on ability changes. Like I'm a bit concerned that there might be a little bit too much going on. It feels like perhaps they were like, okay, this is the third game. We have to put something new gameplay wise. Otherwise, people might feel like, well, why do you have to make me buy another game just to continue the story? It's like you may as well have made the story continuation DLC or something. Maybe some people will think that. So they were probably like, we need to put more gameplay flourishes and make it more bombastic gameplay wise. And I'm just a little bit scared that with the addition of fits, it just might be a bit too much. Because I believe that Rebirth's combat system was perfected already, like peak RPG action gameplay, complete perfect marriage of the two gameplay style. I think it's amazing. So I'm a bit concerned about now you got another layer on top of that. So those are my concerns. Overall, I think that, the high wind, the way that you can skydive and travel around like that is really cool. Apparently there's like a screenshot of one of the towers, so the towers might still be there, which I'm a bit nervous about. And apparently Hamaguchi said there's still going to be a lot of mini games, which I'm happy with. But I mean, I guess you don't have to engage with all the mini games, right? Just give me Queen's Blood and I'm satisfied. Speaking of Queen's Blood, if they don't have this Queen's Blood spin-off at some point coming soon, I don't know what they're doing. That's really frustrating. Just give me Queen's Blood so I can put it in my face, like just rub it in my face like lotion, you know what I mean? What else? Yeah, I don't know. I'm probably sounding quite negative because we got a lot and I should be satisfied, right? Which I am. But overall, I'm my concern of them perhaps showing too much and that fact making it feel like they're not sure about the game. I can't shake that feeling. I can't get that premise out of my head. And I also can't shake the feeling that Fitz might be a little bit too much of a departure. Which might be blasphemous to say, right? Especially for people that really, really love the remake series, which I do. Like, I do love the series. I think it's one of my favorite games of all time. Like, it's actually in my top 10 in terms of how it made me feel when I'm engaging with it, with the story, with the gameplay, with the characters, how the characters speak to one another, the music, like how everything just comes together perfectly and creates a very special, unique experience. I think it's one of my best single player experiences I've ever had. So I definitely like the game a lot, but I would be lying if I said that the fits thing just seems a little bit like, oh, let's just put something in to have something new. But again, we have to see. I'm not making up my mind on what I'm saying. I'm just voicing concerns because, yeah, they could show more about the fits later, and it could turn out that what it actually affects in the game is actually not too crazy. Maybe there's something from Rebirth that has been taken out. You know what I mean? Maybe what was the skill system thing that you had? Like the thing that you would go into the board and then you would allocate skills and stuff like that. Like, maybe that's coming out and that's being replaced by the fit system. But if it's a thing where every single gameplay system from Rebirth has remained, and on top of that we now got fits, I'm now in somewhat scared territory, you know. So, but overall, finally glad we got to see it. I think the name, the subtitle name, Revelation, is great. Nobody guessed it. So yeah, I just want to see more at this point. They showed way more than I thought they would. Yeah, they definitely showed a lot. But it's less than a year until release, so it makes sense of it. Yeah, they were building up. They were building up to show a whole lot. I agree. There are too many systems. Hopefully, fits is a simple. Yeah, I feel like it definitely needs to be simple. I think Hamaguchi confirmed that each character will have 4 different fits, which, depending on how severe the fits affects the game, it could be crazy. That like 4 could be wild, or 4 could be not enough, or 4 could be the perfect amount. Yeah, I don't know. I just can't shake the feeling like we added fits because we felt like we needed to add something new to justify, like to kind of partially justify why people should buy the game. And like, there's 2 ways you could look at it, right? Like, the remake series is not just a 1-for-1 remake of FF7 OG. So the fact that FF7 OG didn't have a job system and remake series now has one, you could look at that as interesting, as like a unique spin, a unique twist. But I think another way that some people might look at it is like, this is a little bit too much of a departure from what FF7 is, right? And another thing that I'm a bit concerned about is, like, I should have said this earlier, this is actually my major concern about fits. We already have Materia, which is a system that is very open. You can do a lot with Materia. Materia allows you to customize your character in a myriad of ways already, out the box. So now when you have fits, it makes me wonder that maybe Materia, I'm not going to say Materia is taking a backseat, but it makes me feel like they're probably not going to go super duper harder on Materia in terms of what Materia is available and what you can do with it if you now also have fits, because you need to give fits some kind of purpose and way to customize your character. You know what I mean? So it makes me wonder, like, how much is this new system taking away? Because already in Remake and Rebirth, Materia is nowhere near as flexible and amazing. When I say amazing, I mean in terms of what you can do with it as OG FF7, right? I'm not even the person that's like, yeah, give me all the Materia that was in FF7 in Remake, because they're different games. Like, I can understand why maybe there's certain Materia that they don't want to have, right? Even the way that you're limited, like you only get 3 copies of the all or the magnified Materia, right? Like, I get it. But I was hoping that in the 3rd game, we would get more, which I'm sure we will get more Materia. But how much more are we going to get now that we have fits? I'm a little bit nervous about that as well. So, yeah, I don't know, man. I don't know. Yeah, I feel like they could have easily made the Materia system more complex. I feel like you can't experiment with combinations enough like the original. They simplified it a lot. Yeah, exactly. So, because I highly doubt that we're gonna get like double the amount of Materia from Rebirth to Revelation. I doubt we're gonna double in materia on top of having Fitz. It's possible, but then if that is the case and Fitz changes the gameplay a lot as well, now we're potentially leaning into, we're doing a lot, guys. Like, we're doing a whole lot. Yeah, again, this is all speculation and just voicing concerns. Like, you know, it might not be the worst thing in the world, but definitely a little bit concerning. But yeah, overall, like, because as it came to the end of the show, I was worried that we weren't gonna see it, because Jeff was like, and now it's time for the final game of the show. I'm like, okay, cool. All right, what's it gonna be? I mean, if it's not Final Fantasy, then I'm gonna be pissed. And then he goes, what does he say? He says something like, it's time for the final, and he leaned into final. He was like, it's time for the final. And I'm like, oh snap. But he goes, it's time for the final battle. And I'm like, what the hell? What? You're telling me that you're showing us a game about a final battle, or a game is called Final Battle? That's not Final Fantasy. It's FF, Final Fantasy, not FB. What's Final Battle? So I was triggered. I'm like, oh man, it's not Final Battle. It's some other game about, you know, the end of the world, and there's maybe World War II, and there's a final battle in the World War II. That's what the game is. So I was pissed. But then, like, you know, 10 seconds into it, we see that it's FF7. So, you know what I mean? He almost got me. Well, he did get me until he didn't get me. So that was a bit, an almost near bait and switch. Do you think the fact that they split it into 3 games means that there's pressure for each game to feel new? I think so. I think so. And I understand if that is the case. There's probably pressure both internally, in terms of like creatively. They probably want to push themselves creatively because they seem to be that kind of team, right? So there's the internal creative push that they are instilling, like, on their own, and then there's an expectation push from the audience where you kind of probably have to put something new so that you do have something new to show to the audience, so the audience can feel like, yeah, this is something that I need to buy, right? Because yes, if you played Remake and Rebirth, you're probably going to play Revelation, especially if you enjoyed the first 2. So that audience probably doesn't need to be sold to buy the game. Like, they don't need to be shown new gameplay mechanics in order to buy the game, because they're probably going to buy it anyway. But when you zoom out and you kind of take a broader marketing look at people who might see the Revelations game and might now say, oh, I didn't play the first 2, let me try and invest in them now and give them time now. You might need to show new, fresh gameplay stuff to kind of give more of a reason for that person, where it's like, okay, this game has that, this game Rebirth like did this thing, and then this third game is like doing even more. Man, this makes me want to go from the very beginning and play them all through. You know what I mean? That could be their mindset as well. So yeah, and also, even just when you think marketing wise, right, you do need something new to show. It cannot just be the story. It cannot just be the story. Like, okay, we have part 3, we have the conclusion of the story, and you're gonna buy the game to see the conclusion of the story. It cannot just be that. You know, even though most people that are gonna buy the game are gonna buy it for that anyway, marketing wise, it can't just be that. You do need something more to show, such as the fits, such as the airship skydiving thing. You know what I mean? So